Welcome back to the Peepo Coin channel. This is Rich making another video on XRP today. As usual, we're going to talk about XRP today, so I hope everyone is having a fantastic day wherever they are in the world. And I must begin with Gordon's statement. Your life can be changed by a single bull run. You can learn more from a single bear market than from any book. You can become an experienced investor in just one cycle. To see it, stay in the game long enough. It's as easy as that. Regardless of the amount of XRP you own, this run is going to change your life. There has never been a run like this one before. The number of catalysts for XRP is enormous. Any price that people are considering for XRP will, in my opinion, still rise significantly because of all these catalysts that will be there as the price of XRP rises during the alt season. However, as a cryptocurrency investor who invests in XRP, you also gained a lot of knowledge. And suddenly you begin to understand what a use case, utility, and FOMO are because you're going to witness a great deal of FOMO, or the fear of missing out. However, this run will transform you from a cryptocurrency investor to an experienced investor at the end of this cycle. XRP Army, there it is. An XRP summer is on the horizon. By July 24th, 2025, $15 XRP. Since nothing ever happens when a date is put on something, I detest it when others do it. And everyone believes that we are present. That's where they believe we are at the moment. However, I continue to believe that we are back here. That rise in November wasn't this, I believe. This is where I believe it was. We shall soon learn if the price of XRP was merely a market correction. The purchasing opportunity has not yet been lost. The founder of Black Swan Capitalist says, accordingly, he claims that the days of XRP trading at about 50 cents are long gone, and I concur with that. We will not return to 50 cents. It seems unlikely that we will ever see XRP trading below $1 again. However, for the moment, individuals believe they lost out on XRP. Unbelievably, XRP is still incredibly cheap. Await the start of this run. There is going to be a tremendous FOMO. People will be purchasing at 3s, 40, 5, and so forth. Because everyone is aware of what XRP is and needs it, you will have customers at every price range. Because I believe that XRP will have an incredible run, if you are purchasing now, you are still purchasing at the bottom of this cycle. However, these low prices won't be around for long. $2 and change will eventually go forever. Then $5 will never be available again. To avoid regrets later, you purchase while you can. Can the price of XRP reach $50 or $100? Thus, they immediately begin discussing market capitalization. I become disinterested at that point because XRP is unaffected by market capitalization. For XRP, utility is important. But consider this if they're thinking it's impossible. Thus, BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF reached $70 billion the quickest. I now believe that the XRP ETFs will surpass the Bitcoin ETFs by a significant margin. Because smart money is aware of what XRP is, I believe the flood of institutional capital that will pour into those XRP ETFs will greatly outstrip current Bitcoin ETFs. Thus, consider it this way. The Bitcoin ETF offered by BlackRock thus reached $70 billion. The market value of XRP increased 647 times from a net flow of about $17 million. You still don't believe that the price of XRP will reach 3 digits? Now picture all those billions of dollars moving from these Bitcoin ETFs into XRP ETFs. Without a doubt, that will occur. Clever people avoid hype. Is XRP or Ruby going to be the bull run's utility giant? Although there is a lot of hype and buzz around the cryptocurrency market, astute investors, often referred to as smart money, know that utility is essential to long-term success. Projects like Ripple XRP and Ruby AI come into clear focus when functionality takes precedence over speculation. That's the crux of the matter. Real-world use cases will be followed by smart money. The XRP ETFs will surpass the Bitcoin ETFs in this manner. You could easily double whatever went into those Bitcoin ETFs, in my opinion. I continue to believe that it will be 4 times as much as what the Bitcoin ETFs did. Just take a look at the demand for XRP. Additionally, these institutions will be purchasing and storing XRP. This is going to be an amazing moment. According to Dan Doney, CTO at DTCC Digital Assets, the new financial system will use numerous blockchains rather than just one, and private permission chains are helpful in establishing this. No matter how enthusiastic you are about one, there can't be just one, therefore there won't be any. There isn't a breaking point that is too high, and with traditional systems, you essentially have to have a lot of them, and they'll continue. In actuality, scaling a decentralized blockchain to 1 million transactions per second, the actual volume required to handle global financial transactions, is theoretically impossible and would not sustain each of the 3 equilibrium points for a blockchain. He may or may not be aware of the Interledger Protocol, which has the capacity to process 1 trillion transactions every second. Let's go on. It's not possible. Therefore, one cannot exist. This indicates that the key element in this new world is actually ways to join chains together so that there is a chain of chains. Additionally, there are good ways to connect chains out there, so that I can have a single, fully public blockchain. Another blockchain, a Layer 2 blockchain, is something I can set up. I am able to demonstrate its action all the way down the chain, and I've simply doubled that chain's scale. To get there, I can do it one layer above another or layers outward, either vertically or horizontally. That means I have a lot of chains, though. The chains might now be open to the public. They might be confidential. There are valid arguments in favor of private chains. Transaction privacy is important. Suppose I wish to manage a pool that is dark. In the market, that is a beneficial thing. You do wish to keep your transaction then. And for that reason, private ledgers exist. He's not incorrect, though. Several blockchains will be used in the future financial system. It will be more than simply the XRP ledger. Stellar will be the outcome. XDC, Hedera, QNT, Quan, IOTA, Algo, and ADA will be involved. There will be considerably more beyond that, which will be revealed later, such as Energy Web Token, Casper, Nextera, A0, and LCX. There will only be a few blockchains remaining after everything is built out. Only a certain number of cryptocurrencies will remain. Therefore, once the new financial system goes online, there won't be another chance for those who squander all of their money after cashing out of this run, as you now possess. No fresh XRP will be available for investment. The only thing that will be discussed is how much higher the price of XRP and XLM are steadily rising. Because of this, you should purchase now before anything happens. Yes, Max, the stealthy assassin of Bitcoin. James Rule is the source of this. Thus, Max Kaiser, a supporter of Bitcoin, refers to XRP as a silent killer. However, he didn't discuss it the way you believe. What is a silent killer that slowly kills individuals without anyone noticing? XRP, says Max Kaiser. Await the launch of this network. Just wait until XRP launches globally. Await the flip of Bitcoin's market capitalization by XRP. These folks will be gone for a very long time. They won't ever contact you again. Because when that occurs, all faith in Bitcoin will be destroyed. It will also lose its significance. In the future, transactions in Bitcoin will be conducted via the XRP ledger. Tokenizing all those Bitcoin ETFs is BlackRock's objective. It's likely that they want to tokenize Bitcoin first. Only